I'm taking advantage of the time I'll have the door panels off to replace the door speakers. They're old and totally blown out. Now, I took a crack at this morning and realized that I had a lot of learning yet to do. So this is my first crack at doing audio projects on a vehicle. I have a Pioneer receiver and no amp. I'm going to stick with that setup for a while until I have more money. Ford E-Series vans have a door speaker right here. Now what's special about my van is this sail panel. I didn't realize, but this is actually a custom tweeter mount. Here's the driver's side. So this is a 2-inch tweeter approximately, and it's a custom mount with fiberglass tube and built up so that it'll accept that tweeter and hold it up at head level, which is really nice. Now the component kit that I bought from Crutchfield had door speakers and tweeters, but they were 3/4 inch tweeters, and they're too tiny to actually mount in the space that I have for tweeters. So I ordered an inexpensive set of 2-inch tweeters off of Amazon, and I'm going to keep these two and possibly mount them back here on the passenger door panel or in the back of the van. Meanwhile, we'll look at replacing the door speaker. So this is an aftermarket speaker as well. As you can see, it's totally blown. There should be a gasket around here. It's 4 screws to take this out, and then we can pop whatever we have back in. These nice foam cups in here. This one got knocked down somehow, so we'll remount those. And I expect that in here somewhere, here we are. Here we've got a little crossover. I'm going to take apart all the old wiring. Setting up the new speaker is pretty straightforward. I'm simply going to attach the speaker to this mounting bracket using these little clips. I've got to cut them because they don't fit over this piece. They're not designed to go together. It's just kind of a mod job. And then this is the crossover. It's going to have inputs from one side and then outputs to the woofer and outputs to the tweeters. Okay, so there's the speaker all mounted. I'm going to include this foam. I'm just going to put it around the outside here just to help deaden sound a little bit. And then we'll wire up the crossover. Okay, so I need a little bit of wire for this. I had this extra that was conveniently already wired up with the ends that I'll need. I need a screwdriver. I'm going to use some deoxit on the contacts, a little bit of VHB tape to mount the crossover, and a wire stripper. This old stuff is a soldered mess, so I'm just going to cut off the factory plug on this crossover. Now, I know this green and orange is the positive, this blue and white is negative. I'm going to strip those and clean them up with the oxide. So the crossover here has a positive in, negative in, and then it has outputs on this side for the woofer and the tweeter. So I'm just going to need to strip these ends and get these set up as my output for the woofer. Okay, I use a little denatured alcohol to clean the crossover and the metal inside the frame. I'm going to use that VHB tape to stick it. So there, I got a strip of VHB on there. When I'm ready to stick this, I'll peel this red and stick it up, and that'll be really strong connection. Alright, now I just need to wire in positive and negative from the van. Okay, there the crossover's all wired up. Now let's just test and make sure it's going to fit in there. That should be great. Woofer speakers right here. Now we can hook up that woofer and see how our sound is. I have a little hole here with those quick connects. That one's a little loose. I'm just going to pinch it down a little. Just going to snug that enough to hold. And let's see what we've got. I can't play the radio for you because of copyright, but it sounded great. It's good. There you have it. Just gotta put the door back together. There you have it. I've got these custom sail panels. This is a Ford part that was modified by the previous owner and recovered to fit a tweeter. But the tweeters that came with my speakers didn't fit. These are 2-inch holes. So I ordered these Pile titanium dome tweeters. Let's see how they look. Alright, looks like they're going to be a great fit. Let's get them wired up. These seem pretty nice. They come with a long enough lead that I can run it directly to the crossover. It didn't include screws, so I'm going to have to go find some screws that'll fit. Here's the new tweeter mounted up in my sail panel. Looks sharp. With the engine running, the audio is now clear and powerful. I'd love to add an amp and a subwoofer, but this is already a huge improvement over the old setup and it'll make road trips much more enjoyable. Speaking of which, I'm done with routine maintenance projects for now. The van's come a long way since I bought it in July. Next up, I'll be working on building out a rough interior to make the van usable this winter. Stay tuned to see how it goes. Thanks for watching.